Right, ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to be processing bacon. I'm literally going to can my bacon. I'll probably be using like 1.5 of these, and I'll let you guys see how it turns out. Okay, this is the beginning of processing your bacon in your canner, and as you can see, I used one, and sometimes it depends on whether or not you use pints. I think I'm gonna try to use a quart for this, but usually I think quarts take 1.5 pounds of bacon. But I'll try this, and notice how I folded the ends down here. Okay, on each side, you fold your ends down on each side. Okay, and then you fold it over halfway, and I'll show you that process. Okay, and I just folded it halfway. Notice I'm trying to leave the corners tucked because you don't want your meat to come out whenever you're rolling it. You fold it halfway, and then you just start to roll it. And I'll do that, and then I'll come back and show it to you on the video. Okay, I rolled it, and if you notice, there is probably, it looks like it might fit into a pint. I'll try it in a pint, and if not, I'll put it in a quart and show you guys, okay? Okay, now, from what I'm seeing, it looks like this might be taller than a pint, but I'm thinking once I put it in there, I could squeeze it down. And if not, you want to be safe, so I might end up using a quart. I'll let you see when I'm done. Okay, the pint was too small, and it was sticking up at the top of the pint, out of the, about 1 inch from the top of the pint. So I got a quart, and here's the problem. The quart is great, but look how much room is in there. So what I'm going to do is, I used one package. I'm going to use, as I've seen somebody online, on YouTube, they used 1.5 packages. So I'm going to use 1.5 packages this time. I'm going to get out a new piece of parchment paper, and I'm going to put in 1.5 and see if it fits in this quart. Okay, I tried this again. This time I added another piece. You can see where it starts here. And I try to put in like 1.5. I got a little more than 1.5. I'll cook those later. But as you can see, that's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. That's like 23 pieces. And I'm going to roll them up. All right, I have to say, it looks a little better. And what I do is I rolled both sides up, but I tucked the ends in. I folded them over, and I decided instead of just letting the top hang loose, I just folded it over too. So here goes. I'm going to try to put them in. Okay, the lady that I saw said spin and squeeze, but when you twist it around, the top begins coming in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this and try to push it down in, because the more I pushed it down in with my finger, the better it dropped. So here goes. Oh, okay. I spun and squeezed. And I used my thumbs and fingers, and I got it down in there. It's a little messy on top, but that's okay because you wipe off the tops with vinegar anyhow, so that you'll get a good seal, because any grease on this part right here will stop you from getting a good seal. So I spun and squeezed it in there. This little thing that I was going to use, it's all right, but it's better to squeeze and control with your fingers. Squeeze and then control with your fingers, It's in there. Okay, because it's going to shrink down anyhow in the processing. You process meat for 75 minutes pints, 90 minutes quarts. So it's going to be in the canner for 90 minutes. And I'll show you guys what it looks like when I'm through. Okay, this is going to be the second jar. And I have 17, and I need 6 more because it takes approximately 23 pieces of bacon for a quart. So, all right, and there's my 23 pieces. The one back here is covered, but they are here. And I folded in that side, and I'm gonna fold in this side, and then I will fold them over halfway and roll. And I just got the craziest thought. I wonder why people, I haven't seen anybody do it, but I wonder why people just don't put the bacon on and fold it over first. And then it'd be easier to fold the paper over. So that might be an idea, guys. If you're going to do it, put your bacon on and then fold the bacon over, and then just fold the paper over. Second roll, ready to put it in a jar. I just had another thought too. Can you imagine the good bacon grease you'll have after you process this bacon? Oh yeah. Another tip, unlike the first one that I did, put the open side that's more open on the bottom. So while you're twisting, see, you won't have a problem with the bacon popping up while you're trying to twist it in there. Okay. And while you're twisting, every now and then, just push down on it lightly. Better still, do it the other way with the open part at the top. Because see the bottom? I'm having a hard time getting the top in, so put the open part at the top so that the air comes out and it won't bubble and split like this. Okay, lesson learned. Leave one end open so that the air can come out, and you'll be able to get it in. Leave one end open. Okay. Okay, lesson learned. Leave one end open. Okay, like this. So when you're putting it in a jar, because boy, that bacon mounds up. Okay, leave one end open and make sure it goes in like this. Okay, with the end on top. Whew. Okay, ladies and gents. I just did the second jar like 3 times. I tried everything. I added paper. I made it longer and wider. I had 23 pieces on there, and I do not think 23 pieces is enough. As you can see, oh, make it bigger. As you can see, I put bacon back. Okay, so 23 is too much even for a quart, I believe, unless somebody else can do it and it works for you. That's good, because every time I tried to roll it and put it down in the jar, it started to puff out around the tops like a fat lady in a tutu. So so I cut it down. I took some off, as you can see, and I cut it down to about 17 or 18 pieces for a quart. Because actually what we want to do is we just want to, you know, process our bacon so we can have it shelf stable, you know, for, you know, hopefully years to come. So about 17 or 18 for a quart, okay? Okay, processing bacon this time. I have 2 quarts in. And the bacon is finished processing. I will turn it off and let it cool down and show you what it looks like. All right, pressure is down. Now I'm going to open up the lid and take them out. There, and once you take the lid off, you let them sit for a while. They look nice. Water's still clean down in there. Oh wait, there's a little bit. Yeah, it's probably siphoning a little bit. So I'm let it sit for a while. That bacon looks good. I was just thinking that the one on the right must have siphoned, because if you can notice, the grease is all the way up to the top. And the one on the left, not so much. I think that might be the first one that I did. I had a hard time with the second one. But that one for sure has 17 slices of bacon in it, rolled up in parchment paper. And this one, I think I tried to put like 23, because that one seems so small. But that one, kind of, see if you could see. You can't see the grease down real good, I think. But yeah, it's siphoned up. So once you take the lid off, oops. Once you take the lid off, let them sit. Let them get used to the air for about 5-10 minutes. Another thought. Imagine the good bacon grease you're going to get out of this, eh? All right, ladies and gents, are we ready for the finished process? Actually, both of them sealed. They sealed inside. I like to let them set, because a couple of times I picked my jars up too quick, and they siphoned all over the place. That's one. Good grease, bacon grease in there. Go back up a little bit. Yeah, that bacon looks good in there, huh? Looks great. Okay, and let's do the second one. It's pretty, huh? And there's my second jar of bacon. And there they are. This one, you could tell I had a hard time putting it down in there, but it's in there. It's bacon. When you get ready to eat them for your family, you pull it out. You can heat it up a little bit more, or just take it as is. Eaten as is. There is your canned bacon. Thanks for watching. Next I'm going to do ribs. I am finding out how easy it is to do bacon and ribs and especially ground meat and salmon. And I'm telling you, stock up, folks. You won't have to worry about it later. And I that whenever you can your food like this, one, you know what's in it. A friend of mine named Brad, we were talking about this the other day, yesterday in fact. He lost weight and so did I. I lost 20 pounds. And he said he's back at the weight that he was in high school. And he looks nice. And we were talking about when you can your own food like this, you know what's in it. There's no words down at the bottom that you can't pronounce or anything. Bacon is in these jars. Of course, if you add seasoning or something to them, you know what I mean? But learn to can. Just go on YouTube and look up canning or processing. Okay, and learn to do it yourself. It's not. And by the way, press the button too soon. God bless all of you. Thanks for watching. You're a blessing. God bless your household, your finances, your children, your family, your house, the land you live on, cars you drive, your job, everything. God bless your mind, your soul, your spirit, and your body. Thanks for watching.